Help me out, nature. Nature. Bad nature. Do your job, nature. Goddamn nature. No wonder man is at odds with it. Doesn't do cold. Okay guys, welcome back to chapter 6 of my little Trans-Euro Trail adventure. So now I've pretty much done 3/4 of the Cornish TET, so we're getting there slowly. So for this one, we started at Lostwithiel, and then we went southwest down towards Truro, complete this little section. And I would say there's only really sort of 4 kind of off-roady bits in this section, so not lots and lots, but definitely some nice little things to look out for. So let's jump into the footage and I'll share with you sort of a little look at each of the off-road bits and a couple other little things that it's worth knowing about as you're riding along this section of the TET. Okay, let's jump in. And we're back on the trail. Okay, so the first little section, which is kind of off-roady, is nothing too much to report here. It's just a typical kind of Cornish lanes, nothing too steep, nothing too slippy, and nothing too much to worry about, but really quite pleasant. But it is worth knowing that as you're sort of coming out of the first section, you go by Helman Tor, which is a little spot I've not been to before, but I definitely think it's worth checking out. It's a really good spot actually for lunch. It's worth going right the way up to the top and having a look around because you've got good views all the way around. You'll pass a sign that says Helman Tor just as you're going along the first kind of off-roady section of this one here. So yeah, definitely worth checking that out. There we go. Helman Tor. What can you see? I can see a sign. Cows. And there's rocks. And a pretty good view. This is where I should have stopped for my lunch. God damn it. Note to everyone, if you're going to stop for your lunch around somewhere here, do it at the Tor. Again, quite a few gates around here, as you saw from the little intro. Another thing that's worth pointing out is you pretty much, even though it's not signposted because of the back roads that we're going here, you pretty much go right past the Eden Project. So if you're kind of like taking your time and checking out all the landmarks and everything, I do recommend checking out the Eden Project. I've been there quite a few times now. It is a hell of a place, even if you're not really into like, you know, gardens and plants and stuff. It is a pretty cool place to check out, and this route takes you right past it, even though you won't see many signs for it because you're kind of going the back roads around it, if that makes sense. But you'll spot it on the map easily. So yeah, definitely check out the Eden Project if you've got time. It's Truro. He's a lot of fun and he's got a hairy bum. And the second section, the off-roady bit, is nothing too much to report, but yeah, again, another sort of pleasant little run. But I have to say, this run does have a nice feel about it. It has a kind of like J.R. Tolkien kind of The Hobbit kind of feel. Like it feels like something you might run into some, yeah, Tolkien characters down, like some elves or something. It's sort of like going down this little mini gorge, little channel, basically. I don't know if it's an old Roman road or something, but whatever, it's quite a nice little run. It probably could get slippy in you know, really, really wet conditions, because it is a bit muddy with hard stone underneath. But yeah, very, very easy if it's dry. But just a nice, fun little run.
Looking slippy. Yeah, very slippy and going straight downhill. Just in case you need to put the foot down. Okay, that way before I break them. Very cool. There we go, got a little grip again now. Nice little spot. I like that, that was fun. Now where the hoot and heck am I?
Always keep your eye open for wildlife. You'll see a lot of buzzards around this area here on the poles, you know, looking out for prey or circling around. Obviously, you know, we see them in Cornwall all the time, but if you don't see them very often, they're pretty magnificent birds to spot if you're not used to them.
Yep, carry on.
The next run takes you past a few farms, so obviously, yeah, always make sure you check all the gates. Also, I noticed ridiculous amounts of pheasants around this area here. I was literally, I was like kind of being stalked by pheasants along this whole section. I think I probably saw like, you know, maybe a 30 or 40 in the space of about a mile. So yeah, I don't know whether this is normal, but yeah, pheasants just everywhere around here.
Little trolls there. Called gonorrhea. That always makes me think of gonorrhea. A Jurassic Park vegetable. Stupid bird! Good little poof. Trying to get me. Not you as well. Go the other way. Oh, they're so stupid. Come on, move it, move it, move it. Don't go in front, don't go in front. What is this? Freaking Hitchcock's The Pheasants or something? Well, that was eventful. Get my face ripped up by... Wow, more of them! Ambush! Yeah, you better run.
And then after this fourth little off-roady bit, you come out not too far from Truro. Well, it's a few little roads, but then you come into Truro, and then that's the end of this little section. So yeah, not tons to report in this chapter, but like I said, definitely I think it's worth checking out that Helmand tour, as you're going to be going right past it anyway. And yeah, maybe check out the Eden Project if you've kind of got time. It can easily suck up an entire afternoon, so be aware of that, because there's a lot of stuff to see, but you are going to be going right past it along this section of the TET, so maybe sort of check that out if that's your cup of tea. Anyway guys, I'll leave that there. Like I said, not a huge amount to report in this section, really quite a pleasant little run, but yeah, so I'm looking forward to doing the last little stint now. So we've got 2 more chapters left to do. Be good to get it all wrapped up, and once that's all done, I'll put them in order so that you know as if you're starting from the top and you're coming all the way down and then going all the way back up again. Hopefully it'll be useful sort of reference for anyone that's planning to do it. Anyway guys, I'll see you on the next one, and peace out.